Welcome back to Reflections with Emrys. Let's take a moment to see what each symbol has to offer today. Today's symbols are the fire dragon, the rune, Perthro, and the Om, also known as the gorse. The fire dragon is a symbol of fierce vitality, transformation, and the will to create through heat and change. At its core, the fire dragon represents life force that refuses to stay small. It is the spark that becomes a flame, and the flame that becomes a forge. It speaks of courage, not as loud confidence, but as the decision to keep moving even when fear is present. Fire dragon energy burns away what is false, not to punish you, but to reveal what is real. It also carries a lesson about power. Fire can warm, illuminate, and refine, or it can consume when it is not guided. In life, the fire dragon may show up when you feel a surge of motivation that is too strong to ignore. It can arrive when you are ready to take a risk, speak a truth, or finally begin the thing you have been circling for too long. You might notice impatience, restlessness, or intensity, as if your inner fire is asking for direction. It may also appear when you are learning how to hold your anger or passion without letting it drive the whole carriage. And it can signal that you are stepping into a bolder version of yourself, one that is no longer willing to pretend. Its reflection is this: let your fire be an ally, not a wildfire. Choose one honest intention and let it become the place you tend your flame. When you act from clarity, your power becomes creative rather than reactive. The heat you feel is not a threat, it is a call to become. Perthro is a rune of mystery, hidden patterns, fate and chance, and the sacred act of revealing what is ready to be known. At its core, Perthro speaks to the unseen weave beneath the obvious story. It reminds you that not everything is meant to be understood all at once, and that some truths arrive in layers. It holds the energy of the cast lot, the turning of the cup, the moment where chance and destiny meet. Perthro also suggests the inner chamber, the private space where insight forms before it is spoken. And it teaches that revelation is not always dramatic. Sometimes it is simply the quiet click of recognition. In life, Perthro may show up when you are trying to force certainty, but life keeps offering hints instead of answers. It can appear when synchronicities increase and you sense that something is aligning behind the scenes. You might be navigating a situation where the full picture is not visible yet, and the best move is patience paired with attention. It may also arrive when you are being asked to trust your intuition, your dreams, and your subtle knowing. And it can point to a secret, a truth, or a motivation that is ready to be brought into the light, gently and wisely. Its reflection is this: you do not need to chase the whole truth to honor it. Let the next small revelation be enough for today. Stay open without prying, and notice what keeps returning to your awareness. What is meant for you will reveal itself in the right timing, and you will recognize it when it does. The gorse is a symbol of resilience, bright protection, and fierce hope that flowers even in harsh conditions. At its core, gorse teaches perseverance with thorns and sunlight side by side. It is a plant that thrives where the land is rugged, and it blooms with a bold yellow brightness that feels like courage made visible. Speaks to boundaries that protect your tenderness, not walls that imprison you. It carries a cleansing quality, a sense of guarding your energy so your life force stays strong. And it reminds you that hope is not naive. It is a practice you choose, again and again. In life, gorse may show up when you are rebuilding after something difficult, and you need proof that you can endure. It can appear when you are learning to say no without guilt, because your yes needs to be sacred. You may feel called to protect your time, your creativity, or your healing process from unnecessary demands. It also arrives when you are tempted to give up, offering a stubborn, golden reminder that life returns. And it can signal that you are ready to take up space again, even if you still feel tender around the edges. Its reflection is this: let your boundaries be loving and clear. You are allowed to protect what is still becoming. Keep faith with your own recovery, even if it is slow. The bright part of you is real, and it deserves guarding. When we look at these three symbols together, a clear theme begins to form. The fire dragon brings transformative power and decisive momentum. Perthro brings mystery, timing, and the slow reveal of truth. Bone brings resilient hope and strong, protective boundaries. Together, they suggest that you are standing at the edge of a powerful change, but it must be guided with wisdom and patience. The fire dragon lights the path, but Perthro reminds you not to sprint ahead of what is ready to unfold. Bone reinforces that as you step forward, you must protect your energy so your fire stays clean and sustainable. This combination can also point to a turning point that feels fated, where a hidden pattern becomes visible and you realize you cannot return to the old way of being. The fire dragon encourages you to act with courage. Perthro invites you to trust what is revealing itself. Om reminds you to keep your boundaries bright and steady. The mood here is intense, mystical, and quietly empowering. It feels like standing near a bonfire at night, sensing that the darkness holds messages, but the flame gives you enough light to move. The lesson is that your power grows when it is paired with discernment, and your hope strengthens when it is protected by clear limits. This set of symbols suggests you are not meant to force an outcome, but you are meant to prepare yourself to meet it. And it reminds you that transformation is not only about burning down, it is also about building the right container for what comes next. Today's reflection is this: let your inner fire move you forward, let mystery reveal the next step, and let resilient boundaries protect the hope that is returning. Thank you for joining me. I'll meet you in the next reflection.